Hello guys, so if you're looking to apply to Malta universities, this video is for you because we'll be giving you common requirements for admission into Malta universities and also be giving you the common mistakes that most people avoid. So this video would guide you to ensure that you get the right documents for application and also get informed on mistakes and pitfalls to avoid rather during the application process. So, guys, I know Malta as a country provides opportunities for very cheap and affordable tuition. That's a major catch for people to apply for this Malta university. So, their tuition fee compared to countries in the European Union, compared to the countries in North America, Canada, and the UK, and even the US. Malta universities are quite cheap. Their tuition fee, depending on your program, ranges from between an average price of 2,500 to 3,500 euros, per year, which is quite affordable for most persons. So it's a major catch of the major reason why people choose to apply into Malta. Okay, guys, so here are the common requirements you need to know for your admission into Malta universities. So the first thing you need to have basically is your curriculum vitae, which is your CV. And so this should be at least tailored to the course in order to demonstrate relevant work experience and improve your chances of being admitted. So if you're submitting a CV, you should be able to make your CV, for instance, if you're applying for an MSc in health management, right? So your CV should speak to work experiences related to the health field, right? So related to that course objective. It is very important. So you don't necessarily need to submit general CVs for your admission processing. It's not really advisable. So ensure that your CV is well tailored to the course you're applying for in terms of work experience and so that it improves your chances of being admitted. So the second thing you need to, of course, this is regular academic document. So your degree certificate and transcript in the original language. So for instance, if your transcript is in English, then of course you submit it. You don't need to translate because Malta is an English speaking country, right? Then so this academic documents would include your high school certificate. That's for Nigerians as your WAEC or NECO, and your BSc certificate plus transcript if you're applying for a master's application. And again, for Malta, you don't necessarily need to legalize or notarize your documents. You just apply as it is, ensure that it's cleared, ensure that it's properly certified by the issuing authorities, so that you don't make any issue around either being fake or original. So ensure that these things are met. Then also you need to, this is a big one, because I would need to spend more time on this, your statement of purpose. Most schools would not necessarily make it a requirement for you to apply for the admission, but in everything you do in terms of admission processing, an SOP is very well necessary, and it is important. So like I had mentioned, so this is a vital, or like you're seeing on the screen, is a vital document for your application process. You might discover that some schools, like I said, don't necessarily request for these things, but in NTU, don't miss out in submitting your statement of purpose. And this letter states in strong terms your motivation for applying for the course and the reason why you have chosen to apply to the school and even to the country as a whole. So I have some workable template for SOPs that I can share. So if you need any, you can drop a comment under the comment section. Then I would also share a link where you can download through the Google Drive. Also, you need to prove English proficiency. So though Malta is an English speaking country, but this is a statutory requirement. So most times you have your high ELTS, where you can, prove that you, with the academic route, right, where you can prove that you have good English proficiency. But if you don't have, then you can submit a letter of from your school stating that English was your medium of instruction during your study. So that letter can actually be from your registrar. It could be from even your HOD, right? So your HOD, your registrar, or the dean of academic affairs. Some top level official can issue that letter and ensure that it is properly signed and it's on your school's letterhead paper, of course, with possible email addresses and phone numbers of the signee, the person signing that signed the document, if, for instance, the school wants to meet them. So this is very important as a number, as a number four documents you need to have handy when you're applying for Malta visas. Then lastly, of course, the copy of your passport data page, which is the page that shows your information, your facial, your face, your pictures, your name, and what have you. So these five documents are common requirements across universities in Malta. There could be additional documents depending on the kind of course you need to apply for. I'm sure those information would be requested from the school, or by the school rather, or it could even be clearly stated in the course information on the course application process. So, but these five documents rather, are statutory documents that you need to have handy. And like I mentioned again, the SOP is a vital document that you don't need to miss your line on. You need to have a very strongly worded statement of purpose that would attract the opportunity to get admitted. One thing I also want to say is there are particular courses that are very competitive, So for instance, courses like nursing, they are very competitive courses. Medically related courses in Malta are very competitive. So if you'd want to do well to ensure that you get your chance through, probably usually around 10, 15 slots, for the whole of the academic session. So it is quite important that you have very good documentation, including the SOP, right? That would prove that you have valuable reasons of applying, valuable reasons for applying for the program in the school. Okay, so guys, I haven't seen the basic requirements and the common requirements as it may. So now let's talk about the mistakes to avoid in the application process. And so the first thing you need to know is that while the opportunity for affordable tuition within Malta is attractive, you should be careful of accredited schools rather in Malta. So before you make an application, you should be sure to check with the government regulatory agency in charge of accrediting higher institutions, and this agency is Malta Further and Higher Education Authority. It's an agency in charge, like I said, of giving you up to date information on the accreditation status of even the courses and the school. So you should be able to do your own homework so that you don't get to apply for or pay your money to schools that are not accredited, because trust me, there are schools in Malta that are not accredited, and they are churning out applications or interest to apply for admission online, so you don't fall victim of the school. I can drop the link of the government agency on the comment section if you want, so that you can also do your own due diligence. Yeah, so the second thing you need to also know is that while the courses are attractive, and very interestingly, there are courses where you could actually do part-time, but you should be careful that whatever course you are applying for should meet the minimum requirements for visa or residence permits to be granted. So basically, it's more attractive that you go for a part-time course because it will allow you, it will give you more time to work, right? But that is not very advisable, because most times those part-time courses don't give you the minimum requirements to get a visa. So you might even throw in an application online, and the after paying the application fee, the university gives you a mail to say, oh, sorry, we can't give you, because you can't give an admission because that course you've chosen, usually part-time courses, doesn't meet the requirements for visa application. So that will be a wasted time and effort. So you need to avoid that. Also, you need to do your due diligence to know the payment plan for tuition. Most times these schools don't give you accurate information online, so you reach out to them via email to know the payment plan available for the school. So some schools require 40% down payment, some actually requires 100%. So you need to be sure of that information before you should even begin the application, so that you don't waste money again and you don't waste your time. So I think it's very important that you meet these three key mistakes. You avoid rather these key mistakes, so that your application is successful. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching the video. If you find it very informative, kindly like, kindly share, kindly also subscribe to our channel. Let our channel grow together as a community to share do-it-yourself information so that it can reach a larger audience and we can build the community stronger. So thank you very much. Have a great time. Bye bye.